counter to it.
Is there room for an Invoker? No, a Puck. Okay, well, a Puck is one of our male zeros.
The Earthshaker is always like a nice way to start a fight. Don't get me wrong. But
if he has timely phase shifts, how do they kill him before the sheepstick coming out from OD? So I'm not a huge believer in Veno, but I actually think it's a really nice Veno game.
Well, we may have our first blood here already as March does sacrifice himself to be able to pick up 3 bounty runes for TNC. That's going to be the trade-off.
I think Visage needs the early game momentum while Morphling can kind of spend his game recovering. So it's kind of weird to me. I think Venomancer loves this situation a lot. And as a Morphling, I'm not like happy, but from TNC, basically be away from this Morphling.
Yeah.
And the one way to deal with Undying, I think Tusk is a nice way. It's Tusk and Dazzle that come to mind.
Yeah.
They're just 2 heroes that make you, like when you activate Tag Team, when you use the Poison Touch, Undying actually has to run away. So these heroes naturally can man up with the help of their teammates. And that just makes it hard to play Undying. Your job is to literally walk at them, as you're seeing here, and he just dies.
Yeah, he just gets popped. Immediately TPs onto the shrine, forcing Boxy into an awkward maneuver back over the bottom lane. Insania is going to be chased down here, but they do get a really good charge, blocking in Gabbi. Gabbi trying to linger away. Insania surviving just a bit longer. Tims is not going to be able to chase him to the tower. So again, another successful bout there for Liquid as they bring down the carry Morphling.
Faces a stiff win.
Yep, yeah, it's just weird for me. If you keep neutering this Morphling, I think it's good for their game plan on Liquid, but
yeah,
this Veno, I'm just imagining going to be a big mid-game problem. They're not going to be able to fight into this Veno War combo, but I may be underestimating the Visage.
Shards blocked in, tag team just slowing him down time after time. It's TNC should swap cores here and try and put Veno in this lane, or do you think they're happy just winning basically the 2 other solo lanes? It looks like Armel is going to try and finish off this OD. Migay fighting with the Fairy Fire, but it's not going to last long enough unless the imprisonment, he walks away from the coil. He is going to be fine.
Yeah, the problem is when you tri-lane like this and you lose the other lanes.
Oh no, he spotted Fisher?
No.
Oh, that didn't actually hit him. I'm not sure if it would have been enough anyway. It was a level 1. Still, the aggro tri-lane is going to be under-leveled. He makes 1 rotation, wipes, you know, all 3 of them with the good coil, and then all of a sudden it feels like the last 7 minutes of tri-laning has gone, you know, down the crapper.
Yeah, this is so interesting. Your puck is lower level than the OD, but yet winning by 1,000 net worth.
Oh, nice Fisher blocking. That's going to be able to keep them from retreating. Mickey has to turn and fight, but it's not going to be able to get anything off before he gets down. TNC not going to be able to chase down Insania, but still applying the pressure on that mid lane. Continuing. Oh, the orb. Not quite nicking Insania as he continues to try and fight it out. Trying to protect his mid-tier 1 tower as best he can. Looking to be able to pull the creep wave back. Another Fisher block. This time, not going to be able to catch Insania. Blocking him in. Another orb. Dodges that one, but the puck is going to jump over. Armel is able to finish him off. And now they're going to be able to slow down Taiga as well. Taiga blocks out the puck, though. And maybe the puck, can they go for Armel? He has another orb. Jumps away. He's going to be fine. Slowed down a bit by the battle hunger.
Minute Ags on Morphling.
Yeah.
And suddenly this hero that you slaughtered in the laning stage is going to be... I think Morphling with Ags with a Shaker on your team is probably the most powerful carry in the entire game at that stage.
Yeah. Some would say that's a broken combo.
Yeah. I mean, they first rounded it for a reason.
Yeah, nobody else is like first rounding Morphling except for current meta, but I think it is like a nice twist. We're seeing lots of Boots of Travels lately, and Boots of Travel Veno looks really nice. March is going to get caught trying to get some aggressive wards down, and good Ice Shards does come out from Taiga. And maybe this is the kind of things that Liquid needs.
Some off, though.
Yeah, look at this. Charge out, that's going to be a coil, catching out the Axe. Axe just going to turn, kill whatever creeps he can. He knows he's dead.
I'm going to be as concise as possible with this analysis. They took bottom tier 1 on TNC. That makes it really hard for bottom tier 1 to be taken by Liquid. So that forces Liquid to play top, which is like no tower there, you're in dead man zone, like you're alone. And suddenly there's ganking this level 11 Axe, and it looks like he's just feeding. And that's like such a forced play by TNC. They're executing perfectly their lineup. And now you see the movement by Liquid in the mid lane going on Puck, but that's a Puck with no stuns.
They do manage to get the Walrus Punch. That will finish off Armel. So Armel does die. KP does get a decent ultimate off. That Poison Nova is going to make sure the rest of Liquid is going to be chased away. Taiga tries to go for a cheeky teleport out, but...
That's my problem with Veno Hero is, and everything that he's done in this game.
He reinforced bottom, TP's into mid, pushes that out a little bit. Now it's up at top lane, joining the rest of his team, going for this kill onto Boxy, who's going to be saved for a moment here by the imprisonment, but it's just going to come back to his doom as he's far too slow and far too low to be able to get out. So TNC
That was smooth.
would have alleviated a little bit of pressure on the map. Maybe you could have gotten a bit aggressive
Maybe
during
get a
his
tower,
downtime.
maybe get a Roche or something because you have this Visage hero.
Get better bounty control. They're going to be able to find Boxy here as they make a smoke up into the triangle. Now Mickey is here, does have the imprisonment. They've already used the shrine though. The snowball is going to try and pick up the axe. Instead he managed to blink himself away, but that's perfect for Armel. Now with the axe right next to the OT, they get a beautiful dream call. They're going to try and run him over. Disruption by Mickey, bit point, but there's Tim's entering in with a blink dagger. Echo slam to finish off the 2 cores, and a Fisher to be able to block out the captain Insania. And look at that, KP immediately TPing up to the top lane. They are giving Liquid absolutely nothing. They will not take any damage on their towers despite that split push.
Innate mobility, so that 12% slow is slowing them, right? Like, they are going to be consistently slowed on all of their mobility spells.
Oh, the smoke up. They're going to be able to instantly jump on the Venomancer, trying to pull him up. The snowball on through, continuing to chain stun with Walrus Punch. Is able to finish off the kill. They're going to deal with the Tombstone and then start marching forward. Can they finally take a tier 1 tower 23 minutes in? Liquid.
It'll be enough.
Yeah.
If they see the BKB from OD, you're just going to see a hardcore disengage with the axe, Morphling, the puck.
Oh, Tombstone coming out. Insania's not sure which one to do. He's going to try and back away from this Tombstone, but he's very clearly caught. Oh, Jesus.
Yikes.
That's the power of that Morphling. He's going to be jumping forward at Earthshaker thanks to that AGHANIM'S scepter. There's a buyback already from Insania. He knows how important this fight is to be able to win. Snowball protecting him. GABBI gets Walrus Punch. Getting ball up in time. The hammer's not quite enough. He goes back into Morphling form and does manage to survive. Barely. Now turns on Taiga. We'll be able to finish him up. A Fisher slowing down Migay, who has the damage over time on him as well. Even as he's saved by the disruption, there's nothing really to get him out of here. He can imprison and disruption and do all of these things, but there's so much AoE damage. GABBI jumping even farther forward to be able to catch Koifa up next. A stun on the Boxy as well. Gets the call onto GABBI, but GABBI being healed up by the Soul Rip means there's no chance to be able to claim that kill. Jumping forward again. There is no escape from the AGHANIM'S Morphling once you have been broken.
The one that's called. Yeah, like, if you don't get him instantly, you're just going to lose the fight.
Oh, they got initiation on Armel with the Walrus Punch. No, a Fisher comes out from GABBI to be able to stop that one, quickly blowing out the offlaner, and now turning back towards poor old Taiga, who has nowhere to be able to run to, and Liquid, they're just bleeding out now at this point. Hemorrhaging kills, hemorrhaging buildings. TNC will back up as...
By TNC. And at this point, the ease of execution for TNC is just
that's gotta hurt. And now GABBI quickly joining Armel at the pickoff on the Insania. They're gonna be able to blow up this OD. He has his BKB, but honestly, what's the point? The physical damage of GABBI would quickly overwhelm him one way or another.
the luxury of watching the flashy or Morphling, but maybe for some people it's more like PTSD than actually enjoying that aspect.
Is he out of position here? Liquid trying to jump on him real quickly. Having Talbert buying so much time though. KP finally it wears off on a Mickey, and he will drop the hammer to be able to finish off that Venomancer, but look at GABBI and Armel into the backline saying go. Already finished off that Shadow Demon, now using all that physical damage. Jesus, look at Mickey. He takes the Morphling out of the fight for a moment and will manage to finish off the 5 position of TNC, but nobody can deal with GABBI. Neither can they deal with Armel, as they just don't have the disables to be able to rock him unless this call from Boxy. They don't have a whole lot of damage to be able to follow it up, especially as the Echo Slam coming in to be able to finish off some of these heroes. Mickey with a buyback, looking for any kind of kill to be able to claim after the Morphling is dead. He will be able to get the imprisonment. Looks to Armel. Armel jumps away. Tim's, he's trying to get out of here. Blink Dagger's not going to be up in time, though, and he will fall. Liquid finally get an okay fight.
On OD. That might be the play. I can't even fault that at this point. You might just need double BKB, double ult, but this is a dieback from Mickey. That's an Ag's coil, and
yeah. They try and snowball save him. He's going to go
blink
in here, and he does have the blink dagger points away, but the blink follow-up from KP tries to hit him with the Gale. Doesn't quite land, though, but the orb over the top will make sure that Mickey does fall. Boxy does manage to get the call onto Armel. Armel gets bursted down. Can they grab more? KP trying to slither away, but Koifa's birds hot on pursuit, but they can't chase for long. They know GABBI's got to be around here somewhere. And Taiga, poor Taiga, zombies, poison slow. They're going to leave him to die here. Insania, I'm not even sure if you could turn around and save your ally. Disruption going down, but obviously he's coming back to the same spot he was before. What a beautiful Fisher. Finally, GABBI shows up once again, hunting down Insania at every turn. Beautiful Fisher block coming in from Tim's as well to be able to catch Koifa. Make sure he's not going anywhere.
And he almost got one shot.
Alright, Boxy. Oh, there he goes. Insania. Oh, it wasn't quite the one shot, but he does finish off with the adaptive strike. Boxy's going to fall as well, and that leaves no buybacks for Liquid, and just Taiga all alone in the fountain. TNC. Well, I guess they did get enough gold for Boxy to be able to buy back, but it won't make a damn difference. GABBI with the satanic pickup and an ultra kill for game one. What a dominant performance by TNC. BSJ, I think you pointed out very rightly all the things that were going good for TNC. That's right, TNC, they have shown, if you guys have been watching, I'm not sure if I've ever seen Grimstroke successfully in a mid lane dual lane, but they will manage to get the first blood as he just gets a bit too close. Mickey does get stunned up by Tim's, managed to draw off the aggro of the tower and will survive as a result.
Bashing you and never dying, pretty much.
They will manage to find the kill, though, onto March. And maybe with a silence landing onto the Void, Time Walk coming up, he will manage to get a small distance away, but Mickey continues to chase him. KP is still very tanky. Maybe if he had a phase boots, though, he'd be tanky enough to survive this, but as it is, it looks like Boxy should be able to chase him down. KP is going to try and juke his way through the trees with this Quelling Blade, but Boxy continues to cut down trees as well to keep some eyes on the KP.
Are up by 1K gold, but you don't feel any of this net worth.
No.
You effectively have like 8,000 net worth on the Radiant side that does nothing. So this is when Liquid needs to do exactly this.
Running over Tim's, see if they can keep him chain stun, quickly blowing off with a Fate Bolt. Now Armel chasing him. It's going to be silenced up. Look at Mickey coming in from the side here. They're looking to be able to steal stacks and maybe steal Alchemist's life away as well, as Boxy does not have another stun. They're going to run out of damage here, and if they're not careful, KP may punish them for diving in a little bit too deep down that mid-tier 1 tower, but you can see TNC, much like Liquid last game, putting a heavy premium and trying to protect this mid-tier 1 tower, keep that map control, and that's where the Void comes in with the Chronosphere, looking to be able to blow up Taiga. They do manage to get him. Tim's gets out the damage just before he falls, but it looks like March is going to get gobbled up by Mickey as well, and eventually TNC, they will manage to make this hold. Even without the Radiance and the Chronosphere being used, Liquid...
And like we said, this game doesn't get easier, so they need to just keep fighting. They need to force fights while there's no chrono.
Yeah, it's a little surprising that KP and GABBI were trying to force the fight at top lane. It looks like KP's going to get run down.
Yeah, that's a little peculiar. Those items, they're almost impossible to kill, but Liquid has this window right now to punish, and they're clearly aware of this, right? Like the way they're playing.
Another round of shapeshift. The LSA does immediately land on Koifa, but he managed to get the Centaur stun onto Tim's with the follow-up stun coming up from Boxy. That's going to be both supports immediately dead, and it looks like March is going to be chased down as well. The 3, 4, and 5 position, plus the mirror when he comes online. It's like 2 items.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. And you're ready to go. It looks like the initiation onto the Void, a big one with a silence follow-up as well. This carry's having a hard time getting out of all these disables and will fall. It looks like they're going to be able to catch March as well here. Taiga just keeps pace with him, and eventually slow March with no boots. It's everyone's so great
from last game. It almost bothers me if they win this game on the side of TNC, where it's like, this is such a pub game where they're like feeding relentlessly randomly on the map, and yet the game's even because they have 2 Midases. Like, we're gonna farm 3 lanes and feed. Like, this is what we do, you know? I wouldn't exactly model anything a team should do off of our region, but all jokes aside.
Poor Tim's. This is one of those deaths where you're just kind of running down lanes trying to kill creeps, right? You're just trying to create some space.
Yep, they have the net creep.
Oh, they're going to be able to keep him locked in. The silence is going to get there just in time before the time walk. This Grimstroke has been a bane of
trade bodies for getting lanes pushed out. They're actually looking to take a fight now, it looks like.
Nice catch onto Lena. And at the same time, with this big Chronosphere, if they can actually take down Mickey, be massive. The Stampede goes out with a multicast. That's going to keep Mickey in place long enough for GABBI to be able to get the double kill. But here comes the Lycan. Trying to chase down KP. KP with no mana, very little health. It will eventually fall here. Armel, nowhere to run to use this unstable concoction until he spots him just barely.
Liquid is on Liquid is in control right now, but they are on thin ice.
Well, this is a pickoff they cannot afford. Lyquin does manage to get off his shapeshift, though, before the stun came in, and he will manage to run away. So if he can just keep vision of some of these heroes, the rest of the team can cut across, and they should be able to get at least 1 or 2 pickoffs here. The Lina is going to be protected a bit by the Alchemist, but here comes the rest of Liquid. KP does spot him, trying to slow him down. The Stampede looking to be able to run down the Lina, does manage to get him. Jump forward from the Alchemist, going straight for Mickey right now with a buyback coming out from the Lina. Can they get him chain stun, or Mickey's just going to turn and fight? After all, he's got an Aegis. They can't really focus him down, and it's going to be Arnell who dies instead. Mickey survives a little bit longer before that Aegis finally falls, but Gabby with the BKB, he still owns a Chronosphere, and he's going to let it fly just as the Gyrocopter coming back alive. Can they save Mickey's life? No, they can't. The Fire Blast multicasts do too much damage, and Koipa running around with no shapeshift is going to be enough to be able to finish off this Lina and maybe get some damage on the KP, but Gabby, he still has a wealth of damage on him. He's going to time walk off some of that to be able to finish off the Lightning. Now just 2 supports going to control him up. The H12, the silence isn't going to be enough. Gabby will fall. KP looks like he may die to the 2 supports as well, but Taiga with the time dilation on him, he's too slowed. They have no magic damage left. Insania gets another round of his silence back, but he's just, KP's too tanky. He gets 1 more nuke out. The Wolves are slowing down KP as much as possible, but the armor's too much. He can't quite finish up this 100 HP Ogre because the damage is just not there, and KP will survive through it all, gets the double kill, and too many.
That might not be... I think we're kind of still at the same point that we were like a minute ago. Like, I think that was a wash, but at the same time, like I said, the longer this game goes on, I don't think this game is out of reach for Liquid yet. Like, that's not like the game-ending slip-up. Him dying here is... You cannot die here.
This time around does have 20 magic stick charges, though, and will be able to get some distance between him and Armel.
I was like, you know, I didn't really love the Rush Midas, but KP really making up to me with the items he's choosing to build now.
Taiga, nice chain stunning here. It's going to allow them to get a good follow-up from the Gyrocopter. And now a beautiful stun on it, too, but a better Chronosphere. Locking down the back line. That's 3 stunned up with the LSA over the top of Laguna Blade to be able to finish off Mickey. That is Liquid losing a fight big time. Koipa might be able to sneak away into the night here, as he will not tick out from the damage between the Radiants.
For TNC, it's like just plant Alchemist in front, Crimson guard him, and Chrono if they go on him. Like, it's just so simple.
Stop. Oh, jeez, these beautiful stuns from Taiga. Once again, the telekinesis into the unstable concoction, setting up Boxy to finish off the Alk. And now, without that big damage dealer, they're free to chase down whatever TNC heroes they can catch. First is going to be March. Next is going to be Gabby, but he pops his BKB for fear of Taiga catching him once again. And
by what they're seeing, you know, like, let's go into our 5-man stack, pick Alk and buy 2 Midases.
The unstable concoction does manage to get it off on a KP, but Gabby does manage to get the Chronosphere, and only locking down the 2 supports though. With Boxy able to get the jump in to finish off that core Ogre, but it looks like Taiga is going to be ripped apart by Gabby, so he does manage to finish off those 2 supports, jumping in for more.
Alchemist
no time dilation to slow down these heroes. Boxy is unable to get away, had no blink up thanks to all those zombies, and now it's TNC's turn to look inside the Roshan. What are you grabbing? We got 50 seconds until the next Roshan. Oh dear, that is not going to feel great, but Koipa really didn't have an out either way. With no shapeshift, he wasn't going to get away from that. Well, he got nonetheless. He slips away with a force staff coming out from KP, and they do manage to get some control onto Mickey for a while. Now they're jumping for the Chronosphere, and they can't really protect Mickey at all in this situation. Insania is being burnt down by Armel in the back lines. They finish up the supports. Taiga falls as well inside that Chronosphere. Boxy will manage to TP out, but
Middle tower is
actually, yeah,
tier 4 down. And I mean, there's just no damage from this lineup. They're going to try and jump in with Boxy with the Inkswell. That will manage to blow up one of the supports. Lena's dead, but so is Insania, as Gabby's quickly dealing with him. Boxy's trying to lay his damage out on the March. He's just not really doing anything, and Armel will finally turn to finish up the objectives. Now he'll finish off Boxy instead. A nice 3-man stun from Boxy. Can he get back to the fountain to regen up? He will. He'll be fine, but his tier 4 will not. And his throne is rapidly falling. Taiga's going to try and slow it down with a Fate Bolt. Telekinesis around. Koipa running around with his shapeshift. Not sure what to do, because he can't really do anything against this Alchemist. He's going to go for the backline, trying to finish off March. Again, Boxy with a sick 2-man stun. Armel, though, is able to pop his BKB unstable concoction. This time the Centaur will get knocked knocked out of the fight. KP quite low, but Koifa no longer having his shapeshift. Again, no real damage there. Same goes with Taiga. That was genius indeed. TNC, a very clean game 1 and game 2, a bit scrappier, but their greed does pay off in the end with a 30-4 victory.